one cannon ship and one flying fortress. Can we do a 2-tower chimps with just these 2 towers? I reckon throughout this entire run, the only difficult parts are going to be before getting Spectra and before getting Flying Fortress. It has been confirmed that Base Buccaneer and Flying Fortress has been done on this map, but I'm honestly crap with Ace Micro, to be honest. Let's put down our ace of the day. And it's literally is our ace of the video. With all things considered, we may end up getting a 2 Megapops with our Flying Fortress as well. Round 15, pink balloons, not an issue whatsoever. Gonna go up to Crow's Nest just so we have that camo detection. Don't want to just simply rely on our ace here in order to pop all of the camo balloons, because once again, I'm not very good with ace microing. If there are 3 things that I'm really bad at this game, it's ace microing, camo ice solo, and I've actually forgotten the 3rd one. I know it's something that is quite prevalent, which a lot of people are good at, but I'm not very good at. I'll probably think of it when I'm trying to sleep tonight, and it's like, oh my gosh, I just remembered what it was. Oh yes, and wizard only, with the fireball explosions being able to get you through round 25 by popping non-purple balloons and allowing the fireball explosions themselves to be able to pop purple balloons. Not the fireball itself, but the explosions that they create. Not good at those either, to be honest, I am. Lead balloons going down nice. Never miss targeting is accessed. We're going to get cannon ship, which is only really going to be here for the early Moabs, to be honest. Like, if I feel like I'm confident enough to be able to get through the early rounds without trying to absolutely do perfect ace micromanaging to get through round 49 as well, then I would just have the 022. But in this case, I'm just not going to stress myself out over that, and I hopefully that the majority of people can understand where I'm coming from. Darkening camo solo if you have 220 intention to go to plasma accelerator, and that's your only source of camo popping at that given point in time. Yeah, that's something that I don't like as well doing, especially on round 47 with camo regrow purples. Not a good time to say the least. And I used to have a huge issue with plasma acceleration microing, for goodness sakes. Like, I can understand the fact, like, why is the tip so much more powerful than the beam itself? But I've kind of gone over there, practiced myself trying to go through that kind of scenario, and now I'm better with the top half Darkening Gunner. But other aspects which I've already illustrated, just I'm good, okay? I'm okay with not being able to do everything in this game like the other 2TC players are able to do perfectly. There are some 2TCs which are only possible in previous versions, and there are 2 1TCs which are only possible in previous versions of Bloons Tower Defense 6. And there is even a theoretically possible 3rd tower, but it requires being on a custom map. So unless Ninja Kiwi ever creates a map which is incredibly viable for the Ultra Juggernaut, then we're not going to be... I've just realised something, but we just went through round 49 without a hitch. I don't know why, because I was doing a test run of this particular scenario, and round 49 gave me a lot of trouble there, but for some odd reason, we just went through that very well. And now we've got Spectra. Next is going to be the Flying Fortress. So unless Ninja Kiwi makes a map that is incredibly suitable for the Ultra Juggernaut to do very well on, then the Ultra Juggernaut is not going to be able to do a 1-tower chimp. So if you make a very, very long RBS enclosed space map, which has so much time where the balloons just spend in that enclosed space, place an Ultra Juggernaut smack dab in the middle, and all of its projectiles just keep bouncing around until either the projectile escapes from the walls, because it can do that, even if it is completely enclosed, or the projectiles themselves run out. Because when you throw a projectile, obviously at some point it's got to disappear, otherwise it's just going to take up all of the game's memory, or all of your PC's memory with all of the projectiles that throws out. So when a object inside a game throws, let's say, a projectile, then it has a maximum amount of time that it can exist on the screen before the game deletes that projectile. Otherwise, you're just going to have all of this unnecessary clutter that is in the game's databanks or something along those lines. So hopefully, I've forgotten the specific name of what that kind of process is. It's like the maximum like amount of time that a aspect is on the screen before it disappears. Round 63, yeah, all of these rounds until like the mid 80s is just going to be incredibly easy. The Spectra makes light work of, well, basically the first 85, and I say 85, like the first 80 rounds or so in a Balloons Tower Defense 6 game, it just makes light work of. Medium work round 81 to 83, and then probably a little bit more arduous as the game goes along, like round 85 and going up to round 87 is definitely going to be the kick in the teeth, because we will be just short of being able to get the Flying Fortress at that given point in time. Confirmed 1 tower chimps are Geraldo on version 31 on Scrapyard, and I've forgotten which version it was, but sorta on, well, this map actually, using this little small square as your means of being able to pop everything alongside the level 3 and level 10 abilities that sorta has. And then there's the 1 tower co-op chimps of Corvus. Yeah, version 40 Corvus. I actually think 40.1 wasn't it where Corvus was the most OP? Because after release, Ninja Kiwi decided to make Corvus even more powerful, which I'm not too sure why. Like, Corvus, if you manage to get both of his spirits in the right alignment when he was originally released, he could just instantly wipe out round 98. Like, that's no joke. If you set, like, I think Corvus you have to set to Strance or Last actually, so that it's either one of the two, where you have one spirit at the front and the other spirit is by the ZMGs, and as soon as they're obviously close enough to one another when it comes to everything that's involved, then just activate both of the, well, activate the Overlord ability and it just instantly wipes out round 98. I do realize that my commentary is not for everybody, but then again, who can say that their commentary is for everybody? Who can say, like, even like the biggest of channels out there, there's always going to be somebody that is going to put their hand up and say, like, your commentary is not for me, or your commentary is not very good, I don't like it. And I mean, honestly, it's fair for people to say that. Like, they're not being horrible about you or anything like that, and I think it's absolutely fair if somebody says that my commentary is bad or my commentary is not very good, because I always think that if people can provide ways in order to critique me, then that is okay, honestly, and that is actually more healthy than just saying you're absolutely dog water, how the hell could anybody ever watch your channel when your content is so garbage. Like, that's the sort of stuff that gets you muted. But the people out there who does provide legitimate critique for me, those are the people that I, alongside people who also like provide stuff that is positive, outside of critiquing, like I really like that sort of stuff. Honestly, I've gotten the ability to speak then and there, but honestly, this scenario so far, not an issue so far, honestly. And I realise I just repeated my own words. Oh, dearie me. Round 80. ZOMG territory. Our cannon ship here has, well, with what Ninja Kiwi's done to you recently, it's been really bad. Like, the Pirate Lord, honestly, has just fallen from grace. You were able, at one point, to do an all pops chimps to round 140. But nowadays, and also, all pops chimps round 100 used to be a possibility with cannon ship. And then they took your ability away to be able to hit the primary target with the frags in which the cannon ship has with it. So it means that let's say up against the bad, your the majority of the damage is no longer applied to the primary target, which is not good whatsoever. Round 82. to, what do we have here? The fortified Moab. So probably going to be the only minor thing that could give us a little bit of a hiccup here going forward. Because do remember that we're not even really damaging them because of the frontmost BFBs at this given point in time. The Spectre is always on first when it comes to its targeting. Then when it goes to Flying Fortress, it has 3 different sets of targeting, I think. I think first and last are definitely one of the, well, 2 or 3. And then I think Strong is the 3rd one, or close. I can't quite remember which one it is. Round 84 going down well. Okay, round 85. 2 COMGs. What can we do against these? Well, we're doing hundreds of damage every second with a combination of darts and bombs. But both of them together can't do a single lick of damage against DDTs. DDTs. I like to take a tee onto the golf course and do my first shot off from the, not from the green, but it's from the, I've forgotten the official name for it now. It's not the green, it's not the fairway. I'll call the tee green. And some people think, oh, you're British, you just like putting teas in everything, don't you now? No, I'm not even a big fan of tea. For goodness sakes, yes, a British person not liking tea. That is super sacrilegious. I am more of a coffee person, thank you very much. Okay, so we may need to go on to the, I forgot what it's called now, the center path for later on in the round, just so that we can focus mainly on the faster balloons, which are on there. I should really put you on first, honestly. So put you over there. They're going to go down towards here, and then when it comes to this slot, we need to go center path, and then depending on how things go, we may even need to change things up by changing the direction of where you are flying towards, which that actually served us very well. And we're now going to switch your direction again so that we can target these things, perhaps even again. Is that going to take us to the finish? Oh, maybe again even. I can't see what's going on, but I think we should have this cleared. Hopefully I'm not mincing my own words here. Okay, so that's a very good line actually. We're possibly going to be able to do this, and we have this in the bag. I swear I'm not cynical, but I just found myself a huge power increase as we went from Spectre to Flying Fortress. The game is now secured. Going on from my earlier conversation about me not having commentary for everybody, or not having a video style for everybody, I'm not the kind of person that just sits there and just put notes on like a notes pad sort of thing, and then go from there to see if I've cleared absolutely every topic that I've put on the notepad. I would only do that for like an analytical video where I'm literally trying to put like as much detail down as I possibly can about a particular subject or a particular series of subjects, like a overall analysis sort of thing, which like at some point I could possibly do for Balloons Tower Defense 6, but that requires so much time put down in order to actually try and cover everything, and then go through a sort of scenario where like, let's say for example, if I want to do a video on 2 Tower Chimps, and I would like to be like, well, how can you do your own 2 Tower Chimps? Like, what are the sort of things that you're looking out for when it comes to a 2 Tower Chimp scenario? Like, I think map is definitely one of the most important things. Damage types is another thing. Where to position towers down is another important thing. Yeah, we're going to get 2 Megapops with a Flying Fortress, no doubt. Like, I would have to sit there and think, what are all the points I could possibly point out, no pun intended, that I would need to include in a video like that in order to be as informative as possible. We got the 2 Megapops with the Flying Fortress. Yeah. But on that note, I think that would require a lot of planning and a lot of searching across the internet, searching across the YouTubes, the Reddits, the what other websites are out there, the index, just to see like what there is and what I can do, because I don't want to miss out on any kind of detail, because I know somebody would be very critical of me if I did miss out on an important particular detail, such as like version changes on a particular tower. So let's say well, you forgot to include the fact that the cannon ship no longer fires with darts where it used to be able to fire darts and stuff like that. Thank you all so much for watching, everybody. This has been a I know it's not been a hugely exciting 2-tower chimps, because without that, well, once you get once you get like Spectra, it's pretty much game over for the balloons there. Like the only other challenges micro in your ace, so that you're able to get through round 87. Thank you all so much for watching. Also, I kept the cross pass open just in case you want to do a little bit of ace camo solo, which a lot of people find fun, especially if we're relying on round 59 pineapples as your only means of camo-led popping. Thank you all so much for watching, everybody. Let me know what you thought of this video down in the comment sections below, and please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe so that you can have stable internet, because I thought these buttons were not going to load up. So anyways, folks, is the sale for tier 5 instant monkey packs still going on? No, that has expired. A super rare occasion where you can get tier 5 instant monkey packs. And I'm grateful for everyone who has purchased a pack like this and used my creator support code FlareBalloons. And we shall see each other's in the next video, whatever it may be. So please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, also so that you don't have a scenario where not only is FaZe a all camo and all regrowth scenario, but you literally cannot shoot FaZe whatsoever because it can't decide which reality it wants to be in. And it certainly doesn't want to be in the real reality where it can actually be damaged. Thank you all so much for watching, and take care of yourselves, everybody.